games of playoff experience under your belt. Coming into a play-in game, does it feel different? Is it just like, okay, there's another one?
Does this count as a playoff win for me? I'm just curious. It doesn't. It's like a free game, right? No, I think every atmosphere is different, right? You got home games, you got how you prepare for a home game, and how you prepare for an away game is completely different because of obviously where you're going to be at. I'm saying I'm living in a hotel, so it's all the same for me. But I think just trying to be locked in, trying to be aggressive early, and then trying to set the table later on in the game and just be efficient, be steady. Understanding that playoffs is a lot of antics. There's a lot of momentum plays. There's a lot of back and forth, and you got to be stable. And you got to be mentally locked in and engaged and be able to withstand a certain level of attention and focus, throughout the game. And I thought that we did a good job tonight.
Big nights from you, BI, and JV. If you just look at the numbers of all three on the court this season, really high offensive rating. How is just it feeling? I guess the rhythm playing together and learning each other's games.
Yeah, I told BI he got to get back out here because we need to get into rhythm for the playoffs. And he looked great. He looked like he didn't miss a beat. He was fresh. He got to his spots. He showed some explosiveness around the basket. JV was great. We got some touches in that third quarter, and I think he was really aggressive. Obviously, he rebounded the ball well. Finishing with how many rebounds? 14. So he was very aggressive. I thought Herb was great. I thought everybody was really locked in. Jose did a great job, playing in a hostile environment. You could tell he was excited about the opportunity, and he delivered. So, I was excited to really, obviously, play a meaningful game, with fans, and to really see how our team was going to respond. Being so young, sellout crowd at the crib, you never know how it's going to go. But I thought they went out there and they hooped.
CJ, you talk about the young guys in your team. You're playing the first half. Coach Willie Green talked about it, kind of ignited the team. What were you feeling in the first half? You went 83% from the field, 27 points. You were on it in the first half.
Yeah, no, I understood the magnitude of this game and how the Spurs are always going to go on a run at some point. They're well coached. They execute. They got a lot of great players who can shoot and score. So when you get a chance to get up double digits, you got to continue to put the pedal to the metal, and that's what I tried to do. Just try to be aggressive. I would like to be a little bit more efficient in the second half, but I thought we did a great job of staying steady, mixing the ball up, hitting the pocket, hitting the weak side. JV was great around the basket. He made some great passes, and BI was elite in terms of his finishing and getting to his spots.
Willie mentioned you were kind of the calming factor, or especially early on, of kind of setting the tempo and calming the guys down. What did you kind of do to kind of just knowing that some of these guys, like Jose is kind of riding a little high, how do you bring them down into the moment? No,
I just continue to talk to them when I need to, understanding, what we're trying to execute, when we need to get the ball in the post to slow the game down. I'm calling plays for JV, telling BI, get to the midi, don't settle for threes, be aggressive attacking the basket. We got in the bonus early, and then picking my spots, when to get to the rim. I try to be more aggressive in the playoffs. I try to get downhill a little bit more. So just picking my spots, understanding how much film I've watched and how we can take advantage offensively, but then defensively prevent, we had a chance to go up 20. We had them at 19, they cut it to 12, cut it to, I think they ended up cutting it to 7. Those are the types of games we got to get it to 25, and that's offensive rebounds, that's closing out on shooters. It's the little stuff, and I see the bigger picture, right? So I'm just trying to continue to paint it for them. Hey, this is what's going to happen here. These are things we have to do down the stretch of these games, and I think we executed. Held them to 103 points, which is very good defense.
There was obviously Brandon had a really good first quarter. You had a really good second quarter. Was it kind of a mindset to, hey, let's get JV going, let's give him one more look, because he had a really big third quarter there to kind of set the tempo going into the
Yeah, I try to be more cognizant of hitting the pocket. Big fella sets better screens when he scores, right? So make sure he's eating, and you get some better screens, and it keeps him involved in the game. A lot of times we get up and down, we're running, and he's a big, heavy guy. So I don't want him just running the entire game. It's he has to be involved, and he's offensively gifted and talented, and I think it changes the game, right? When he can get some post touches and be effective, he can get us in the bonus, and then their big man is tired, so now he's hedging a little slower, he's a little hesitant, and I can hit the pocket or I can turn the corner.
You talked a lot about coming here and building something special. This building, for a lot of us that cover this, hasn't been like this since that playoff series.
Since you guys swept us.
Yeah, since 2018. Yeah. But can this be maybe a big building block?
Hey, you talking for 15 minutes. Come on, now.
I guess, small building blocks for the younger guys, for this organization, seeing what's possible with the fans, it could just be a big step in the right
Hey, this is the start of something special for sure. You can see the energy, feel the energy. You know, I got my mother's in town. I've had some family come in town, and when they go out to eat and things of that nature, you can kind of feel, you know, the city is starting to be excited about basketball, as they should. There's a lot of talent here. We're hungry. We're playing the game the right way, and there's going to be a lot of winning in our future. So I think this is indicative of the type of support we'll have going forward. I'm happy about it. I'm excited, and I think, you know, obviously we got to go try to take care of business in LA, but once we get back here, I look forward to seeing more sellouts. I'm sure the fans do, and we'll reward them with, you know, a high level of play, a high level of energy, and we'll leave it all out there on the court. And I have seen it like this. It was like this when Drew and AD were here. So hopefully, you know, we get back to that here.
And obviously, a big part of the game plan coming in was containing DeJounte. Just what did you think about the job Herb did against him tonight?
He did a tremendous job. He was aggressive. He was engaged. He was locked in. And I think all five of us, you know, showing length, you know, getting to our spots. You know, we were content with, you know, making sure we rotate over early, making sure we close out, you know, to the shooters. And I thought that the foul trouble really hurt DeJounte in this game. It kind of messed up his rhythm. He had to sit, come in and go out the game, and we took advantage of that.
Thanks, Will.